Have you ever felt like life has been pressing you down so hard that you can barely breathe, as if your struggles will never end? What if I told you that the very weight crushing you today is the pressure that will shape you into the person capable of handling tomorrow's blessings? Life often surrounds us with struggles that feel never-ending, as if we are trapped in a cycle of pain, disappointment, and hardship with no clear escape. Yet the truth is that every struggle is temporary and carries within it the seeds of growth, transformation, and eventual triumph. Because, just as the darkest nights always yield to the light of dawn, so too will your difficulties give way to a brighter and stronger version of yourself. For struggles are not punishments, but preparations, shaping you into someone capable of carrying the weight of greater responsibilities, higher opportunities, and deeper wisdom. And though the storms of life may shake you, they also strengthen your roots so you can stand taller when calm returns. And while it may seem at times that your path is blocked, the very obstacles in your way are the tools sharpening your vision, teaching you endurance, and pushing you to become resourceful and resilient, because the lessons found within pain are often the ones that cannot be learned through comfort, and every setback holds within it the power of direction, guiding you closer to your true purpose. So instead of viewing your struggles as an end, see them as a classroom designed to prepare you for the life you are destined to live. And when you begin to accept this truth, faith becomes your strongest ally, because faith is the force that allows you to endure beyond reason, to believe in possibilities that your eyes cannot yet see, and to walk forward with confidence that your current reality is not your final destination. And it is in faith that your struggles transform into stepping stones, shifting your mindset from despair to determination, so that even in the darkest seasons you carry an inner light that refuses to be dimmed. And this light is what sustains you until your breakthrough arrives, because every season of struggle has an expiration date, every storm eventually loses its fury, every wound begins to heal, and every burden eventually becomes lighter, for life moves in cycles and no condition is permanent. And the very fact that you are still here, standing and breathing through all that has tried to break you, is proof that your story is not over, but is only being rewritten into something greater. And soon the struggles that once made you cry will become the victories that make you strong. The obstacles that felt unbearable will turn into the memories of how resilient you truly are. And the pain you endured will give birth to the power you never knew you carried. So hold on with courage, walk forward with faith, and trust that your season of struggle is not the end, but the preparation for a season of abundance, peace, and fulfillment that is already on its way, because the same force that allowed you to survive your trials is the same force that will soon lead you into your triumphs. Struggles in life often feel like unmovable mountains, testing the limits of your patience, strength, and endurance. And in those moments it is easy to believe that the hardships will never end, that you are trapped in a cycle of pain without hope of release. Yet the truth is that every struggle has a purpose, every obstacle is shaping you, and every difficulty is refining you into someone stronger than you were yesterday. The human spirit is like a diamond. It is formed under immense pressure, and without that pressure its true brilliance can never be revealed. And in the same way, your struggles are not designed to crush you, but to create a version of yourself that is unshakable. Pain is often misunderstood as punishment, but in reality, it is preparation, because what you endure today is carving out the strength, wisdom, and resilience you will need for tomorrow's opportunities. Just as a seed must be buried in darkness before it can sprout into new life, you too must pass through seasons of difficulty before stepping into seasons of growth and fulfillment. And though it may feel overwhelming, you must remember that every storm runs out of rain, every night eventually welcomes the dawn, and every trial has an expiration date. The struggle is never forever. It is a temporary season that equips you with tools you would never gain in times of ease, teaching you patience, discipline, and faith in a process greater than yourself. When you begin to see struggles not as enemies but as teachers, you change the way you walk through life, embracing the lessons rather than resisting the journey, because each hardship is pushing you closer to becoming the person capable of handling the success and blessings that await you. What sustains you through such a season is not merely endurance, but the decision to believe in what you cannot yet see, to trust that beyond the difficulty lies a reward that justifies the pain, and to keep moving forward when everything around you urges you to give up. Faith is the bridge that carries you from despair to determination, from weakness to strength, and from fear to courage, because it allows you to look at your struggle and declare that it is temporary, that it cannot define you, and that it will one day be replaced by victory. When you live with this conviction, you begin to carry yourself differently. You act with confidence, think with clarity, and move with determination, because you know the darkness you are experiencing now will give way to light. Every disappointment you face becomes a redirection towards something better. Every setback becomes the foundation for a greater comeback, and every challenge becomes a stepping stone toward the fulfillment of your destiny. Soon, you will look back on the very battles that once made you cry and realize they were shaping you into the version of yourself that was strong enough to step into abundance, peace, and success. The season of struggle does not last forever. It is simply the prelude to a chapter of triumph, and by holding on with courage and faith, you position yourself to walk into a future where the pain you once carried transforms into the power that propels you forward. Life often places us in seasons of struggle where challenges seem unending, and the weight of circumstances presses heavily on our shoulders, creating the illusion that hardship is a permanent state. In those moments, it becomes easy to lose sight of hope, to believe that the darkness surrounding you will not give way to light, yet hidden within every difficulty is a greater purpose shaping you for what lies ahead. Struggles are not punishments, but tools of preparation designed to refine your character, sharpen your perspective, and strengthen your resolve. Much like fire purifies gold, hardship purifies the human spirit, burning away doubt and weakness so that resilience and clarity can emerge. Even when progress feels invisible, transformation is happening silently within, and every test is laying the groundwork for future victories. The storms you face today are not random. They are seasons with an end date, and once their lessons are absorbed, they will pass, leaving behind strength, wisdom, and a deeper understanding of yourself. What allows a person to endure such seasons without breaking is the power of belief, the ability to trust that beyond the struggle lies something far greater than the pain currently felt. Faith is not about ignoring reality, but about seeing beyond it, understanding that every setback carries within it the seed of a comeback, and every closed door is guiding you toward a better opportunity. It is through faith that difficulties transform from obstacles into stepping stones, shaping not only your actions, but your mindset and vision for the future. When you carry belief in your heart, you develop the courage to keep moving even when results are not immediate, because you know that persistence has the power to break through resistance. The struggles you face today, while heavy, are temporary teachers molding you into someone capable of handling blessings you once thought were out of reach. And with every challenge endured, you build endurance, discipline, and patience. These qualities become the foundation upon which greater success, peace, and abundance will one day rest. Soon the very struggles that seem unbearable will become the stories of triumph you tell, the evidence of your growth, and the reminders of how far you have come. The pain that once made you question your strength will reveal itself as the process that unlocked it, and the obstacles that once stood in your way will be remembered as the stepping stones that lifted you higher. Every night of doubt will be followed by a sunrise of clarity, and every storm will clear to reveal a brighter horizon. The truth is that no struggle lasts forever. It is only a season preparing you for another chapter where your endurance pays off and your persistence meets opportunity. By embracing the lessons, holding on to faith, and continuing forward with determination, you position yourself to enter a season where the difficulties fade and the rewards of patience and resilience unfold. In time, you will see that the struggles were never wasted. They were shaping you, guiding you, and preparing you for the breakthrough that was always meant to be yours. Life has a way of testing us through struggles that seem unbearable, where the weight of challenges feels like it will never lift, and the days blend into nights of uncertainty and pain. In those moments, it is easy to believe that hardship is permanent, and that the season of struggle will never end. Yet the truth is that every struggle carries within it an unseen purpose, one that molds us into stronger, wiser, and more resilient individuals. Struggles are not random accidents. They are the silent architects of growth. Much like a seed buried in darkness before it sprouts, or gold refined by fire before it shines, we too must pass through pressure and difficulty to reach the fullness of our potential. These trials are not punishments but preparations, ensuring that when opportunities come, we have the strength, wisdom, and character to handle them. When we face obstacles, they may seem like barriers blocking our path, but in reality, they are tools shaping us into who we must become. Every setback is an opportunity in disguise, every disappointment a redirection toward something better, and every painful experience a lesson designed to prepare us for the future. The hardships we endure teach us patience, discipline, and endurance, qualities that cannot be learned in comfort. Without the resistance of struggle, the muscles of resilience would never develop, and without the fire of testing, our true strength would remain hidden. Though it may feel overwhelming in the moment, these struggles are temporary seasons, and just as winter always gives way to spring, the storm you are enduring now will eventually clear, revealing a brighter horizon. What sustains us through such difficult times is the ability to believe in what cannot yet be seen. Faith becomes the anchor that holds us steady when everything else feels uncertain. It allows us to trust that even when progress is not visible, growth is happening silently within us. Faith reminds us that our current reality is not our final destination, and that every challenge is a stepping stone toward transformation. With this perspective, we stop viewing struggles as enemies and begin to see them as allies, guiding us to the strength and wisdom we will need for the journey ahead. When belief takes root, it fuels determination, helping us to endure with courage and to walk forward with hope even in the darkest seasons. In time, the very struggles that seemed unbearable will become the foundation of our greatest triumphs. The pain that once made us question our strength will reveal itself as the process that unlocked it, and the nights of doubt will give way to mornings of clarity. Life's challenges are never meant to define us. They are meant to refine us. Every hardship has an expiration date, and once it passes, it leaves behind a stronger, more resilient, and more prepared version of ourselves. Soon the tears will be replaced with joy, the burdens with breakthroughs, and the struggles with strength. By holding on, learning from the journey, and walking forward with faith, we step into a season where the weight of struggle is replaced with the reward of growth, peace, and fulfillment, proving that the season of hardship was only a pathway to a greater purpose.